Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to a new Patrones magazine. Today we take a look at Patrones 451. Again, I'm making this video using the Patrones magazine app, which you can find in the App Store. Of course, you can buy single issues or have a subscription. I have a subscription for Patrones, and having a subscription gives me also the possibility to see and use all the other magazines that are in the app. Excluding the Patrones Extra, those are not included in the subscription. So in this issue, we get the party looks. So let's take a look. Here you can see a little bit an overview of the patterns. So let's see. The first one, we have a designer jacket. It's a pretty loose style. There are not no styling lines here, with the exception of a center back seam. And of course, the whole jacket is finished with some trim. I'm not sure here in the catwalk garment we see here this trimming from the shoulder to the hem of the sleeve, but I'm not sure if that's also worked in the Patrones pattern. The next one, we have a blazer. We've seen this kind of blazer a lot in the Patrones magazine. And because this girl is sitting down, I really cannot see how is the line of the shoulders. It's looking like they are really thick shoulders. But maybe it's just because how she's sitting down. I'm not sure. But again, it has some nice princess seam lines here, some side panels. It's a pretty nice style. From this look, we get also the top, which is a sleeveless top made in a sequin fabric, I think. The top is finished with facings, so the neckline and the armholes are finished with facings. And please take a look here. We have a really low armhole, something to keep in mind. You can always raise this one up. It's really not so difficult. But I'm thinking that maybe depending on the fabric you are using, this would work even better if you are just doubling the whole thing. That your skin is also protected here at the side seams, Or you can always finish the side seams with some bias binding to be sure that there is nothing that is going to irritate your skin. Next, we have a pair of satin pants with some with these fluffy things here around the ankle. I think I will laugh the whole time because I will get tickled by these things. But they look kind of sweet, and of course for a party look they are great. But I'm not sure I'm not sure about them. Very simple pants with elastic in the waist. Nothing spectacular here. Then we have a really cool dress. And again, Patrones is doing a shitty job on showing us the garments. So here we have this dress, and here you can see this detail of the sleeve. The sleeve is also very interesting how it's made. I took a look at the pattern piece. As you can see, there is no cuff, but the sleeve is all the way here down. I think there is finished with a facing, but also the shape of the whole sleeve that you get here, this kind of a pleat. It has a very interesting shape. And something that you cannot see here, but you can see just a little bit here, there is also a really nice, I don't know, twist kind of thing in the pattern. The pattern pieces are quite interesting. So again, it's just a pity that we get these fashion pictures. I get that, but it would be nice if we got some clear pictures that you can really see the details of the patterns. Then from this we get also this beautiful coat, which we'll see later, similar one, but this one, I must say, this one is looking like it's more how should I say, more fitted, although it's not a fitted coat, but it doesn't have so much volume as the next one we'll see. It's a very pretty one. It has some single welt pockets here, you can see, and also the wool that they used is very beautiful. It's gorgeous. Again, there are not a lot of styling lines in this coat. It's pretty simple, but probably the whole thing is made by that collar that I suppose is just attached on the outside, so you can easily let it out. The next patterns are a coat, which is, is the kind of coat that you can actually wear any time of the day, anywhere, especially made in black like this. Again, there are some nice seams there. You have the welt pockets, very beautiful. Then we have this jumpsuit, and we get another one in a moment. This one is made in crepe. It has a wrap over style. I wonder, let's see if we can see. I think the whole closure is indeed here in the front, where you have the fly front, and of course the wrapping with the buttons. I was wondering if there is actually a zipper in the back, but it's not. I think this is the way you get into this thing. This one is made in crepe, and you can take a look better here. You can see the closure of the button, see here, and of course the zipper fly here in the front. And I suppose I see here some buttons on the sleeve. I'm sorry about that. Next we see here, oh, this one is so beautiful. I wonder how difficult it will be to make this one. This is a lace, an open lace blazer and pants, and the whole thing is doubled in organza. It's very beautiful, I must say. Again, I think it will require just a bit of patience to make it. Also, we see here some welt pockets in this lace. I'm sorry again. So it's very, very, very beautiful. But of course, this will require some attention to detail to put it together. Very nice. Very, very nice. Next, we have two really nice garments. We have let's start with the trench coat. This one has quite a bit of volume. I took a look at the pattern pieces, and the back at least it has quite a bit of volume. But again, it's also made in a cotton satin, and also the sleeves are pretty, they have pretty much volume in them, but it's a very loose garment, and made in this fabric, it's looking like it's very, very soft also. So it will be, of course, the perfect one to wear over fancy dress. And the fancy dress in this picture here, we have, this one is made in, I think it's a jersey. And also in this one, the pattern pieces are quite interesting. And I'm always saying, if you're using Patrones magazine patterns, always make a trial to be sure that you get what you see. So I think this will be worth a try to see how the dress is really looking from their pattern. But as you can see here, is the dress has some gathers on the side here. This piece, everything here, this is a separate piece that is getting attached, that is also forming the neckline. Very interesting. And again, it's made in jersey. I think this will work definitely very nice in rayon jersey. It must be really something really soft, thinking that you have all these draping things here on the sleeves. Next, let's take a look. We have the other coats that I was talking about, but if you see here, they give you a little bit of a hint. You can see here some gathering of fabric. So in this coat, there is a little bit more volume than in the other one. Yeah, not so much to say about it. There are not a lot of interesting things happening there. Then we have this beautiful, beautiful bias cut dress. Very, very nice, with a zipper in the back, as you can see. There are some bust darts. As you can see, some spaghetti straps, very beautiful. As you can see here, they had some problems sewing this together. And my tip on sewing this, I've seen this in a Kennedy King class on Craftsy. If you are sewing bias cut skirts, dresses like this, for the side seams, he's using a very narrow, should I say, a slightly zigzag stitch that is building a little bit of is building a little bit of stretch in this seam, so it's not going to be as wavy as this. This is not a very good promotion of the sewing skills. Next we have another blazer. I don't know why we get another blazer. It is another blazer, blazer 15. Not so much to say about it. This one is a little bit more soft looking than the other one. And then we have this fancy skirt made also in sequined fabric. The upper part of the skirt is also lined. I wonder how you get all these fringes in this fabric. Well, next we have here a jacket that is not as party-like as you might think first, but there is something with this jacket. I must say that as you can see here, I'm going to slide it here. As you can see here, the jacket has this, the sleeves are really pretty wide, but what they do here, they have, so there is the sleeve, the upper part of the sleeve, and on the underside of the sleeve there is a piece of fabric, and the rest of the sleeve is getting, well, I made it here longer, but it's getting gathered into this shorter piece, so you get a very voluminous sleeve here on the side. Well, I must say that you should be a little bit careful with this. As you can see here, this looks like really a lot of fabric, and mostly it is. My daughter has a similar jacket, but all this thing is actually built in the back, so she's always looking like she has a big hump in the back. I have no idea why you should do that. It's not very flattering. Also here I find that there's a lot of volume in that sleeve. I think just making a little bit lesser volume here in the sleeve, this will be a really nice short bomber jacket. It's kind of nice. And then we have the dress, and the dress is quite nice. Oops, let's go back. This one is also made in satin. As you can see, it's pretty fitted on the back. This one is not cut on the bias, as I've seen in the instructions, and there are some, as you can see here, some gathers here on the side, and although here looks like it's a really small split, you can see it, well, here it's looking also small, but you should be careful that the under piece here is going a little bit to this side, that you are not going, because if it's going only, let's say here, when you are walking, you are going to show everything. Next we have another short coat, simple coat in tweed. Is not happening a lot. Let's see, you can see it here a little bit better. Fabric is beautiful. We also get this top, which is not a lot to see from this top, although I did take a look at the sewing instructions, and if I'm watching the the pattern, the front is looking like that type of top with a cowl, you know, so it has just a little bit of an extra cut on, and then with a facing cut on. Although here in the drawing is looking totally different. I really don't see that, or maybe, you know, if you make it, I don't know, from the drawing is not really looking like this, but who knows, maybe the real pattern is looking different. Then we have a pair of pants. These ones are also made in a sequin fabric. Of course, I think in a pant like this, you should really take care of all those seams that there are. I can only feel the plastic of the sequins against my skin. Typical pants with pleats. As you can see here, is not a lot happening. I suppose you need to take a little bit of care when making a fly front in this fabric. Next we have a tweed set. We have a coat, which is looking kind of cool, at least here on the mannequin, and we have A-line skirt, which is cut with front and back seams, and that also is giving, of course, the possibility to play a little bit with the checkered lines on the fabric. Next we have a pair of pants, shorts, a jacket and a vest. And I really like this high waist on the pants, and I think I would like one with a longer leg. But she's looking great, of course, in this whole thing. A really simple jacket, is nothing happening there. The pants are nice with high waist. There are no pockets, I think. I don't see that. And also you get also the vest from the under this jacket. Uh, we get another blazer here. This one has slightly some other lines. Of course, it's not the same as the other ones. I really don't get this skirt. This skirt is so short. I suppose if you are moving or walking in it, it will curl up your stuff and just you walk in your underwear. I really don't get it why it is so short. Could be just a little bit longer. Um, just make it a little bit till here. You'll be a little bit safer, but whatever. So a skirt, a really mini skirt, and although I think the skirt is nice because it has all this front is draped here onto the side, but again, just make it a little bit longer will look probably a little bit more stylish and as nice. Then we have some more catwalk styles. We have this beautiful dress, and this one is made in crepe in with stretch. And they also show as another fabric. This is double cloth pontinite, and the other one also is also pontinite. So I do think that this will look really nice in a, but not too thick because there is a lot of pleating here. They are not gathers, they are pleats from what I've seen in the drawing, and the pieces are really also quite strange looking. So there is a lot of volume there. Definitely don't use a very thick fabric. But this one is a nice one. Then we have this dress, another designer dress, and this one is looking so very bombastic just because the fabric is very beautiful. But actually it's a very simple dress. The front is cut on the fold. You have darts here. Also in the back there is a zipper, and there is actually a little yoke here which is difficult to see, and for the rest is nothing. There are of course some gathers here at the top of the sleeve, but you can see that a really special fabric can make a really big difference. The dress is also fully lined, and as I said, is closing up in the back with an invisible zipper. Next we have a pretty simple dress, also a designer dress, but this one is really simple. It has some elasticated sleeves, not so much to say about it. And then we have here another one which could use just a little bit more. I mean, it's not like I'm a prude or something like that, but I think it will be quite difficult to walk in this without showing everything. So maybe, just adjust this. It has a raglan cut sleeves, and I think there is the construction of the sleeve is also building this extra shoulder piece here. Let's see. I don't see anything about shoulder pads or something like this. I think it's just the construction of the sleeves that is bringing up the sleeve a little bit extra out. Next we have the big sizes patterns, and we have here a bomber jacket, again made in some sparkly fabric. This one is really nice actually. There is no color on it, but I think it can work great like here with this colored jumpsuit. The jumpsuit is pretty cool actually. It has a zipper in the front, an invisible zipper. You can see it here a little bit better. It's pretty nice actually. But of course this one will require definitely test garment to see how that length of the rise is. You know that when you put your hands up, that this and then to the back is long enough, to give you the room to do that. Next one we have here a skirt which in my opinion is way too tight. It's way too tight. Could be maybe one size, give a little bit more space. And a very, how should I say, a casual blazer here. Again, not so much to say about it. The skirt could be nice, definitely make it. This here, in my opinion, is way too tight. And of course, not to forget, we have some children's patterns. We have some pretty dresses for party. This one is made in the golden one. This one is embroidered linen. And then we have here a velvet little one. Pretty simple styles. And this time we get for 2, 4, and 6 years old. And here another pretty dress made in red velvet. And as you can see, the front is pretty plain, but the back has some scalloped, has a scalloped cut on the back with a little bow. And of course, always nice for little ones. And I suppose this one is fully lined, sparkly dress. Again with raglan sleeves. And here are the patterns. So if we are to, if I was to pick up my favorites for this month, I think this dress is pretty very interesting. This one here. It's a very interesting one. This one, it will be worth to give it a try. Let's put this back. So favorites for me will be this dress, which has really interesting sleeves. This one is just looking interesting. And we have, of course, this one, which could be a very nice one for the party times. I must say that we have, of course, the lace set here, which looked really, really cool actually. The bias cut dresses, or dress, because this one is not a bias cut, but it does look really nice. And if you want to have something casual from this issue, it will be this jacket, but definitely adjust those sleeves. And yeah, the coats, if I was to pick a coat for this issue, I think it would be this one. And for the rest, I think in the end, I think this is a pretty good issue. And if you are, you can, of course, you can use all this depending on the fabrics. This one could be a really nice, this one could be a really nice pleated pair of pants if you're just making it in a normal fabrics, or not the sparkly one. Of course, you have here a pretty nice straight jacket and the designer jacket with just a nice loose volume. Of course, for the bigger sizes, we have the really nice jumpsuit here, which I really, really love. So I think I will call this one a good issue. I mean, you can mix and match a lot of things. There are some really nice party dresses. So yeah, I will call this one a winner. So I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and I will see you next time here with the burda and the knipmode magazine, of course. Happy sewing, everyone. Bye.